Now, guys, I have to confess, I made a mistake. I know it's very troubling. School got busy, and I missed MUT Monday. I know. It's okay to be disappointed in me. My parents already are. Today, I will try to make it up to you, and we'll be going over chemistries, the best ones, how they work, and yada yada yada. So this is MUT Monday on a Thursday before work. It's like it just seems like every day I make videos before work, and on my off days I don't do that. I couldn't tell you why, but it's just the way it is, and it's who I am. Now, chemistries are a part of Madden Ultimate Team that you don't see a lot in other games. I believe in NHL there used to be a feature. Then the feature used to be people. I know for FIFA it's like either the same team or same nationality, and you get better boosts. I think they did the same thing with NHL. But in this game, that shit don't matter. You just pick whatever the hell you want. And yeah, so we'll do that. So the chemistries in general are based off of these tiers. And so any person on this screen that has that certain type of chemistry, um, you get one component of it, to say the least. So all of uh, these players and these players all count towards they all count towards your chemistry bonuses. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at, let's see, who's got one that should have them all. Let's go ahead and look at Jeremy Chin, because he should win Rookie of the Year. He won't, but he should. So here you've got you have three chemistry slots. So there's different types. The first one is team chemistry. And as you can see right now, I have 5 players that have the Panthers chemistry. So right now I have 5 players on my team that played for the Panthers. Okay? So for tier 1, all you need is 5 players. The next tier, 5 more. That makes 10. Tier 3, 15, 20, 25. You see, but at 25 components, 1 speed and 1 tackle. That's pretty good. And actually, speed's everything at Madden. 50 components, 1 speed, 1 awareness. You see change of direction, agility, change of direction, jump, play recognition. I believe all are the same for these ones. It doesn't matter if you run the 49ers, the Cowgirls, or the football team. It doesn't really matter. They all have the same ones. Just because, that'd be an unfair advantage. Now, as you can see, when we're talking about Jeremy Chin and the Panthers, I'm a Panthers fan, so I have 5 players right now. Jeremy Chin, Julius Peppers, let's see, anybody else? Sam Mills I have as Panthers, because, you know. But you see, guys like Cam Newton, you can actually use this card. You can actually get Cam Newton as a Panthers chemistry because he once played for the Panthers. Now, the only issue is it has to be the power-up card. So you see, I'm clicking on him right here. You might be able to hear it spamming, whether in the game or from my controller. You can't change this card. It has to be a power-up card. Now, when you get a power-up version of them, then you can switch them. So, talk about Steve Smith. Steve Smith, if you don't know, played for the Panthers and the Ravens. When I use his power-up card, the first thing you do when you power him up is you unlock that team chemistry ability slot, and then you get to pick if you want the Panthers or the Ravens. So you see a lot of people, when they run theme teams, they'll either run an all Panthers theme team, or they'll run like a Panthers and a 49ers theme team. And what that means is they've got 25 components of each team because of, again, that speed bonus to each of their guys. So, if they don't have a lot of interest in making, if I don't think the Panthers team's that good, which I don't think we've gotten very good players so far this year, I might just do 25, and then I'll do the Raiders, which has some of the best ones, or maybe the Cowgirls, because for some reason I love, the Falcons are a really good one that people don't really use. You do things like that. And that's what people mean by theme teams. Now, let's go back to... We'll go all the way back. We'll talk about defense first, because defense is much more simple than the offense. We'll go back to our boy Jeremy Chin. Now, there are certain types of chemistries for defense. Balanced defense, run stuff, pass rush, lockdown. Those are the 4 that you will run. Now, they're all just kind of, they're just basically the same thing. So balanced defense is just going to balance your guys all around. Little pass rush, a little block shedding, tackling, and catching here and there. Run stuff's going to be a lot of block shedding, tackling, impact, hit power. Pass rush is going to be a lot of pass rushing moves. Same thing with lockdown, and that's going to be for the corner or for your pass defense. It's pretty simple. It makes sense if you think about it. Now, certain players who hit certain overalls can get these abilities to get ×3. So when I said that each of the if we're going back to the Panthers theme team, each player counts as 1 component. Well, here, you can, based on their overall, you can actually have Jeremy Chin count as 3 components for lockdown. Now, this is really good because a lot of people run split chemistries on their defense and their offense. So what I mean is Jeremy Chin has 3 components for lockdown. So technically, he counts as 3 players for that chemistry. What this enables you to do is able to tier up your lockdown for something like your linebackers, your corners, and your safeties, and then be able to put pass rush on your, the guys that you're rushing the passer frequently, whether it's your outside linebackers, your D-line. You could even do run stuff on your D-line. It doesn't matter what you do, but those +3 give you that ability. You can down tier him, and I could put a ×2 on him, but it doesn't really make that much sense since I'm trying to go up really high for this lockdown. Right now, I think I have 30 components for lockdown. So each player that has the lockdown chemistry gets +3 catching, +3 zone, +3 press, +3 tackle, +3 play recognition, and +3 man coverage. Those are really good stats a lot of times, and it'll get you over these thresholds that people talk about to get certain animations to do well. A lot of people talk about you need like a certain man coverage to cover really well. You need a certain zone coverage to get certain animations. So, Troy Vincent, James Bradbury, Jalen Ramsey, Eddie Jackson, Minka, Lawrence Taylor's running it, Sam Mills, all of these guys that I'm naming have this lockdown enabled, and as you can see, they're getting powered up. So if you look at Jeremy Chin again, if you can see right there at the top right corner, his 93 overall is blue, and you can see it here on Troy Polamalu. That's probably a bit easier to see. Troy Polamalu's card is actually an 81 overall, but because he's getting all these boosts from lockdown, since he has it equipped, he's actually an 82 overall. But Lawrence Taylor has it equipped, but it just doesn't boost him up in overall. Now, going over to the offense. Now, the offense is, it's a bit more complex in a sense of you can do what you want here. I haven't done too much on the offense yet because I prefer getting my defense better. Big defensive guy. But there's certain ones that everybody, there's pretty much a certain 3 that no matter which ones of those you run, you really can't go wrong. So, the top 3 are either power run or zone run. So sorry, there's 4, but you'll see what I mean. So whether you run zone run plays or power run plays, you just pick which one you run. There's not too much of a difference, but certain zone runs maybe does a little more finesse or this and that. You get what it means. A lot of people run zone runs. I run zone runs. So I will use zone run chemistries on my offensive line in running backs. Why? Extra carrying, ball carry vision for the running backs, but I get extra run blocking for my offensive line. And as you can see, you tear down, and it's just more run blocking, just a bunch of good stuff. Same thing with power run. It's just a little bit different, just because power running and zone running is different. When we mean power running, it's not like Derrick Henry running. It's like power O. It's those type of runs where you have pulling guards, whereas a zone run is just pretty much just block your guy, just block who's in front of you. Now, the other 2 are for your receivers and your quarterback, and again, whichever one you do doesn't really matter. But the ones I recommend is play fake and go deep. Now, go deep helps you get throw power, pass blocking. If you still can definitely put this on your offensive line, and it's not a bad idea. If you throw the ball a ton, extra catching, but it helps your quarterbacks with throw power, throw accuracy, throw under pressure. But for your receivers, it helps you get the route running. And so a lot of people talk about you want 90 route running on every stat for your receivers. That'll get you to that threshold where they get the good routes, they get better animations, they get good separation. Same thing with play fake. You get the same things. Again, it's just a little different. Play fake is going to be medium route running and short route running. Go deep is going to be that deep route running. Play fake, medium accuracy, play action accuracy. So it's just whichever one fits your build. I do play fake. I don't like chucking the ball deep every play, and so I feel like this is just more balanced. Some other people do. I think West Coast. I don't downplay that one. You get short route running, short accuracy, and all of that, medium accuracy, and it's not too bad. But I just feel like it's more of that short route running, and I feel like you could get medium route running too with play fake, and it would be good. The only other one I could think of is balanced offense. Balanced offense isn't good. That's what you run if you really don't understand what you're doing or you haven't declared your identity for offense yet. So those are the scheme chemistries. So this second thing right here is scheme chemistries, and then the last one is I guess athletic chemistries, you could call it. Sprinter, shaker, leaper, acrobat, and brawler. Now, the best one here is sprinter. As you can see, these actually give you negatives and positives for each one. Sprinter, you're going to get plus, if you get it all the way, you'll get +2 speed on every player, but you'll lose agility, strength, and change of direction. But +2 speed's pretty good. You could do shakers based on change of direction. It also gives you some speed. Don't get leaper. I don't really know why you would. But actually, I take that back. Leaper is one of the ones where you don't lose too many of everything else. Acrobat, agility, change of direction, speed, jump. And agility, that one's not the best. Brawler could be good for your offensive line, where actually just your linemen, strength, speed, and strength, and extra speed. So actually, Brawler isn't too bad either to run. The ones I recommend are Brawler and Sprinter. And again, these is for your offense and your defense. So it's basically your whole team, kind of like the team chemistries, versus the scheme ones, which is just offense and defense. But again, if you have the ability to go to the 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times, I definitely recommend it. It helps you get up there quicker, and you'll be able to get better stuff. If you guys want me to do a video on abilities and X factors, I certainly would like to. You just gotta let me know. We're kind of getting later in the game where X factors and abilities are kind of explained, but I have seen some people struggle with the chemistries. because they're not as self-explanatory as the abilities are. With that being said, if you guys enjoyed, I do apologize for kind of being inactive recently. Might be able to get a stream going Saturday or Sunday, but I'm pretty busy this weekend. I work Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, which doesn't sound too bad, but I got 11 hours on Saturday. With that being said, I hope to see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed, and my team sucks. My offense is awful. Okay. It's worse than the New York Jets offense, but Sam Darnold's actually a good quarterback.